Alrighty, hello and welcome back to the Traders and PJs family. Hopefully, you guys have not been waiting too long for my videos. I don't have that many subscribers yet, but I apologize for the delay in my videos. Obviously, with July 4th and family visiting, it caused a short delay on me putting out content. But I am back. I'm going to be putting out two videos today. Week 9 recap, which is June 22nd. Week of June 22nd, and then week 10 recap, which is the week of June 29th. I've been doing very well. There's a lot of luck involved, obviously, but if you remember anything about June 29th, you will see here on the SPY, June 22nd to June 26th, the market fell a ton and dropped all the way, hitting down to about 300 level. And there was quite a bit of panic, and I think I don't remember exactly. I was too lazy to do the research, but I think it was because Apple announced that they were closing down stores because of COVID spreading more than they were expecting, and that caused the market to panic a little, even though Apple wasn't closing that many stores. And then the next week, it obviously, as you guys know, with hindsight, the market came back up and is now trading at around 314 level. So as always, feel free to ask questions anytime during the lesson. If you don't catch the lesson live, feel free to ask any questions in the comments below, and I'll answer them when I can. And today is July 8th, Wednesday, and this is episode 11 of the $1 million Trading Challenge. As always, the 5 ways to support the channel is like, comment, and subscribe. That will always help and is completely free. Turn on your post notifications so you know when I go live, since my live schedule is very inconsistent currently. Please share with others if you think this might be useful to them. And then obviously there's the Amazon affiliate link where you don't have to you don't have to buy the exact product it links you to. As long as you use the link and buy something on Amazon, it supports the channel. Referral links below, and as well as donation links, which is never required but always appreciated. As always, the disclaimer: remember, everything said on my video is just my opinion based on my experience trading so far, and is for educational purposes only. Trading is very risky. Nothing I say is advice or a recommendation. Read the description and trade at your own risk. Now, I'm not going to go too much in depth into the small account. This is the $100 trading challenge account. Obviously, it was good this week, June 22nd. I actually did terrible the next 2 weeks, which we'll talk about later today. But I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to this account. Really, the main focus of this account at this current point is just to show how long $100 can last you. I've been trading this. This is what, week 9 recap, and then there's another week 10 recap. And in 9 weeks, I'm only down $27.59. And then obviously I lose I think $25 more, which is pretty bad. In the next week, so it's down like $50. But I've been trading with this $100 account for almost 2 months, right? 10 weeks, 2.5 months, right? And it's still alive, and I can still make plays with it. And it's just a really good learning tool. If you're new to the investing world, I highly recommend. If you don't feel very motivated or excited to trade with fake money, paper trading, just start with $100. I mean, it has lasted me 10 weeks already, and it's probably going to last me forever. I doubt that I'm going to lose everything in the account, just because when you trade stocks, it's much safer than trading options. Now, if you look here, I did make a options trade, and that is why, one, I recommend you don't do that, and two, my account took a huge hit in the next week because I did an options trade, and that cost my account to do a huge nosedive from the $27 negative into like a $50 negative range. Now, there's always going to be ups and downs, and that is why risk management is very important. And I'm a little bit of a hypocrite in this point in this video and the next video. Well, actually, this video, I'm very good at it. The next video, and then week 11, this is week 9. This current week, I also took a very high risk trade, but I felt very comfortable with it because of my new trading strategy, which is the fundamental credit spread strategy, which we will go over in this video shortly. But just to give you an update, removing the shares from referrals, I'm down 27.5% on the Webull account, which is a $100 trading account. $100 trading challenge account. My main account is down 5.8 thousand, which may sound bad, but if you look at last week's, which was week 8, and I pull out the recap here, I was down 8.4 thousand, and that means it's about $3,000 gain in 1 week. Now, you're probably saying like that's an amazing return, and I 100% agree with an account this size. It's an amazing return, and I'm going to talk about how right now. So unfortunately, with Robinhood's really bad history, I can't show you in the history tab because it only goes back to June 29th, which, thank you, Robinhood. I would like to have all my history if that would be possible. Anyways, I had to, luckily it's July and they had the June statement available, so I can actually go and show you my trade. The main trade that I made that week of June 22nd, as you can see, was a call credit spread on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And why did I do that? So RCL is Royal Caribbean, as you can see here. And then if you go to June 22nd, there was a huge, there was a big red day on the 19th, but I did not read the news that occurred, which if you look at June 19th, where is it? After the suspends. Yeah, okay, here it is. So here's the headline that I read not until Monday after, and I still was able to capitalize on this headline even a full weekend after the news came out. So essentially this news came out at 2 p.m. on Friday that the cruise lines have agreed to suspend their U.S. operations until September 15th, which originally I think it was supposed to end in July, right? Which obviously, yeah, on July 24th. And everyone's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Coronavirus cases are still continuing to increase. And so after that news, as you would expect, that is a strong fundamental news. And I need more days here. Let's see, 30. That is strong fundamental news. And obviously, the stock took a huge dive at 2 p.m. on Friday. So June 19th, boom, 2 p.m.-ish, the stock crashed. And it actually didn't crash that much. Unfortunately, over the weekend, let me see here. Let me give me a little more space. June 19th. Nope, that's not June 19th. June 19th. Here it is. June 19th to June 22nd. And you should see this chart kind of move down. So when it crashed at the end of the day of Friday, it was trading at $55. When market opened, it traded at $53-ish. And this is a really strong fundamental event. And this is what I traded to make over a little less than $3,000 in a week, just based on this one trade. And so the trade is very simple. I did a weekly trade. Obviously, weekly options are extremely dangerous and risky. Be careful when you trade them. I feel comfortable trading them with the support of a fundamental news event, holding the price below the price that it was trading at before. And so I bought a 57.58 credit spread, call credit spread, and just to be a little bit safer, I also moved, and you can see the difference in price here. Let me highlight this. So I sold the 157 for 142, bought the 58 for 122. That's a 20% return on the amount of money I invested. I bought 30 contracts, which means $3,000. 20% on 3,000 is 600. And then I think I bought 30 contracts for this as well. And that is 90-ish, 95, 97, 97.90, and then 75.82. So whatever that is, let's just say 97.82, 15% return, right? Actually, it's actually exactly 15% on 33,000 as well. And so I don't know what that is actually. It's 3,000 times 0.15, 450. So this gave me $1,000 return. I actually don't remember what gave me the other 2,000. But this is the trade that I want you guys to focus on, because this is the idea of a fundamental credit spread that I want you guys to learn. And this is extremely powerful that I've learned that netted me a 15 to 20% return in a week. And obviously that we talked about getting a 14.2% return every week would turn $1,000 at the beginning of the year into $1 million by the end of the year, if you were able to do this with your full account. Obviously, that's extremely risky. I don't recommend that, but just theoretically, that's what's possible if you're able to do this. And why did I feel very safe about this trade? So if you look at, and you can see the $57 line here, June 19th, it was trading about $61 to about $57, and then it crashed. The price that it crashed after the news was at $57. And so that's why I felt very safe that the price would not just all of a sudden come back and pass $57, because it crashed from that point after the fundamental news came out. And so I sold a $57, $58 call credit spread and a $60 and $61 call credit spread just to be a little safe. And losing 5% return to get $3 more of safety is a great trade, in my opinion. So if you want to be safe and you want to be much safer than I am usually, you can do that and you don't have to give up much return. So always go experiment and see what kind of returns you can get with the fundamental call credit spread. And obviously the spread did very well. As you can see during the week, it just continued to go down, never even came close to the $57 mark, and I was able to get my full return of 20% and 15% on the credit spreads that I traded. So that's the main thing I want to talk about and the main takeaway from this video lesson. And then really, obviously, my long term, I don't really care. Obviously, the SPY fell, and so my returns on these two came down that week. But then in the next video that I'm going to put out pretty shortly, you'll see that these come right back up. And instead of 8%, it's back to 12% and whatever this was before. So that's it for this video. I'm going to be putting out another video in about 5 minutes. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll stay on for another 30 to 45 seconds. And then move on to the next recap, which is June 29th's week recap. As always, if you aren't catching it live, feel free to comment your question below. Let me know if you have any questions if you guys are watching live. Thank you guys, your 2 viewers that are watching right now. It means a lot to me. And may volatility be ever in your favor while you trade during this chaotic time. Okay, let's see here. Fix my posture. There we go. Okay, next video is really interesting for those who are watching. I talked about how I made $10,000, my first trading milestone ever, in 1 week. And so hopefully as I go live on my next video, I'll see you guys there as well. Hope to catch you guys soon in a few minutes.